All right, let's talk about something that hits home for any business on the rise. How to get a handle on your finances when things start getting, well, complicated. We're going to dive into how outsourcing your taxes and accounts payable can actually be a game changer, turning a major headache into a real strategic plus. Let's get right into it.
So, let me just ask you this straight up. Does it feel like your business is growing faster than your financial systems can keep up? Yeah? If you're nodding right now, trust me, you are not alone. This is one of the classic growing pains of a successful company.
You know, it's kind of funny, isn't it? The reward for success is more complexity. As your business scales, you've got more customers, more suppliers, more money coming in. All that back-end financial work can go from being a support system to a serious bottleneck really fast.
And these challenges probably look pretty familiar. All of a sudden, you're just drowning in a sea of vendor invoices. Those tax deadlines, they used to be no big deal, but now they feel like this recurring nightmare. Your team is stretched to the absolute limit, and that's when the risk of manual errors really starts to creep in. These aren't just little annoyances. They can seriously hamstring your entire operation.
So, what's the fix? Well, for a lot of businesses, the answer is strategic outsourcing. And listen, this isn't just about dumping work on someone else. It's about bringing in a team of specialists who can handle these critical jobs with some serious precision and efficiency.
We're going to focus on two main areas here. So on one side, you have tax prep outsourcing. That means handing over that whole specialized, rule-heavy world of tax compliance. And on the other side, you've got accounts payable, or AP, outsourcing, which is all about streamlining the entire process of paying your bills, from the moment an invoice comes in the door to the moment the payment goes out.
Okay, so with tax outsourcing, a pro service does way more than just fill out some forms. They're analyzing your financial records, looking for the best way to position things. They organize all your data, they prep the federal and state returns, and, this is the big one, they make sure you're staying compliant with all those constantly changing rules. It's just a huge weight off your shoulders. You get to sleep at night knowing it's all being handled by people who live and breathe this stuff.
Then you've got the AP side. Here, an outsourcing partner basically takes over the whole workflow. They get the invoices and check them, they manage all your vendor accounts, schedule payments so they're always on time, and then they reconcile everything at the end. It turns what can be a really chaotic, manual mess into a smooth, predictable, well-oiled machine.
Now here's the really important part. When you put these solutions in place, it creates this positive ripple effect that you'll feel across your entire business. The benefits go way beyond just checking a few tasks off a list.
So, first up, a massive boost to your overall efficiency.
Think about it. Professional outsourcing firms, this is all they do. They have optimized these processes down to a science. So your financial tasks don't just get done, they get done faster, and with a level of accuracy that most in-house teams who are juggling a dozen other things just can't consistently match.
All right, benefit number 2. You get to reclaim your team's most valuable asset, their time and focus.
Just imagine all the hours your smart, skilled finance people spend on boring stuff like data entry or processing invoices. Outsourcing just wipes that administrative burden off their plate, and that frees them up to focus on the things that actually move the needle. You know, high-level financial planning, deep analysis, and making strategic decisions that drive the business forward.
And the third key benefit? Well, it's all about tackling a major business risk head-on.
Look, manual processes lead to human error. It's just a fact of life. We all make mistakes. But a misplaced decimal point or a missed invoice can have some pretty serious consequences. Outsourcing partners have professional quality control systems baked in, which just dramatically cuts down the risk of those costly mistakes and ensures your financial data is clean and accurate. But the wins don't stop with just efficiency and accuracy. Let's talk about how this actually builds a stronger foundation for your entire company, impacting things way beyond what you see on the balance sheet. You know, one of the most powerful results of having a slick accounts payable process is getting a crystal clear, real-time view of your cash flow. When you know exactly what you owe and exactly when it's due, you can manage your money so much more effectively.
I mean, it's a chain reaction, right? You get better tracking of all your payment obligations, which naturally reduces payment delays. And that, in turn, lets you do much more accurate financial planning because you have true visibility into your cash flow trends. No more nasty surprises.
And hey, let's not forget about your partners. A smooth, reliable payment process is absolutely fundamental to building and keeping strong relationships with your vendors and your suppliers. Just put yourself in their shoes for a second.
When they know they can count on you for on-time payments, accurate records, and organized paperwork, it just builds an incredible amount of trust. This means fewer disputes and a much stronger supply chain, which is a massive operational win.
Okay, so this all sounds pretty good, but how do you actually know if it's the right time for your business to make this kind of move? Let's look at some of the really common signs.
Just take a look at this list and be honest with yourself. Is the sheer volume of invoices becoming totally unmanageable? Are you constantly scrambling at the last minute to meet tax deadlines? Is your accounting staff clearly overworked, stressed out? Are you noticing small but frequent financial errors popping up? If you're nodding yes to any of these, it is a very strong sign that your current system is at its breaking point. When you boil it all down, outsourcing lets you shift your company's entire focus. You move away from that reactive administrative grind of just pushing paperwork around, and you move toward the proactive, strategic work of actually making progress.
And that really brings us to our final thought for today. It's so easy to look at the line item cost of a new service, right? But the real question you should be asking yourself is this: what is the true cost of not streamlining your finances? Think about the missed opportunities, the risk of errors, and all that valuable time your team could be spending on growth.